Welcome everybody, Jason Basin here, back in the house with a new video. From my series I bought some vintage records. It's a collection from the 70s. The most of the records, it's really the records, some are very popular from the 70s, they are inside it. So you will recognize certainly some records. I am situated here in Belgium. What is the weather? Well, it's a little bit rainy and the temperature will go down this weekend. They have already alarmed the people, so today it's still, I think, 20 degrees here, rather warm. What's the temperature in your country now? I want to know it from my viewers. Where do you live, and is it cold there where you live already, or is it warm? Tell me here beneath this video. So I bought really an interesting package. I saw on the internet some pictures and I said, yes, in this one I will find really nice records, and it was like that. The record that I saw in the beginning, one of the pictures was of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. That was the record that triggered me, that pushed me to buy this. So the first record was inside this cardboard. It's classical music, but on the record there is noted Münsterplatte. I think it's a test pressing of a certain classical record. Münsterplatte, I think it's test pressing. What do you think? Leave a comment here below this video. So, and then we go directly to a very nice record that was inside this bunch of records, Eddie Cochran and Summertime Blues. Then we have Ennio Morricone, Dollar Hits, the best of Ennio Morricone. I had that record in the past. And then an album of Heathen, Breaking the Silence. It's a metal band from America. It has also rather high value. And then we come here to Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Nothing special when you see it like this, but you can open it and I'll show you. Here we have the E. We're gonna really open it. It's really wonderful, people. Here we have the L, and there we have the P. ELP, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I saw there is Tarkus. Their Tarkus album is on this one, or certainly some songs of Tarkus. And I saw it on the internet. You can find this already for about $5, this album. Really nice. Then we have Wise Guys, Seize the Time. Then we have here John Lennon and the Plastic Ono Band, Shaved Fish from 1975 on Apple Records. Can show you the apple cut in two, and normally the other side will show you the whole apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Then this was also on the picture when I saw this bunch of records on some pictures in the box, in a cardboard box. This was the first that was in that box. High Street, the Max, in cooperation with the Max and Revolution. New beat from Belgium. Very good new beat. Then this, to my surprise, this was also with the records Men Without Hats and Living in China, the 12-inch. Then we have Bombers, Everybody Get Dancing, main mix. Then we have Aliens, Radiorama. I thought it was music from the film Alien, or the film's Aliens, but it isn't. It's disco music, Radiorama. But nevertheless, a very nice cover. Then we have Up With People, a full LP. They have made a lot of vinyls. This is from the 77-78 show. What can I say? I looked it up. A lot of these records have a German pressing. No surprise, because I went to a place near the German border. So in the past, the person who had this collection, he lived also near the German border, and he would maybe go to Germany, or the shops there in the neighborhood would be got their records from Germany, so German pressings. I wondered, are these the real Everly brothers? Yes, the Everlys, Walk Right Back with the Everlys. It's a compilation, a best of the tracks of the Everly brothers. They made really nice tracks. Then we have some jazz, Harry James, Greatest Hits. We have Paul Robinson. That man has made a lot of records. He was also an actor. Then we have Dancer Direct. A Candlelight. Then we have Demis Roussos, My Only Fascination. More jazz, Glenn Miller, the Glenn Miller story. He plays the Glenn Miller story. Then we have Maxim Zori, Hommage à Sidney Bechet. Then we have The Platters, 20 Fantastic Hits. There are several from The Platters in this collection. Then we have here the Belgian Army, the March, Infantry Marches, Dreaming Guitars, like this. We have Trio Hellenic. That will be the 60s. A bit of world music, Paraguay, Digno Garcia and his Paraguayan trio, Los Indios. And we have this one, Adios Amigos, Los Verde Luna, the original Argentinian written stars, Angel Kirkpatrick. And we have this one, a man that was really well known in the 70s, George Zamfir and Traumland der Panflöte. Really wonderful instrument. And we have this one, Au son de la flûte indienne, El Condor Pasa. And we go on. Die Egerländer Musikanten, whole orchestra. Then people did it in the 70s a lot. They made films or for the family or Diaz sounds for slides and films. 53 sounds. So those records were very popular to get some noises to be mixed with the film or slides they had. Then we have Russian balalaika, the national instrument from Russia. Then we have Jeff Kazak, Professeur de Belle Manière. It's a humorous records with sketches from Brussels, made with the man Jean Dosta. Then we have, you see it again, German title, Garage in Stereo. Also for slides and films. Here we have so sounds. And then there was a special record, 60 years of Philips in Germany, 60 Jahre Philips in Deutschland, a really special album. It opens like this, begins like this. So 60 years, very nice booklet. I scroll rapidly. They started Philips in 1926, and here are all the activities they did each year, just until 1986. So it comes also with a vinyl, 2 vinyls. Really wonderful record. Then some classical music, Bach edition, Kantaten 29 197, and it is with well-known Wiener Zangerknaben, very well known in the classical music. Then we have another one, Martin Flemich, Chœurs et Chorals. You see here an ancient picture on Dresden. Then we go further on, Beethoven, Triple Concerto. A lot of things to read there. And then we have Johnny Cash at St. Quentin. This is an original one from 1969. So in cardboard, and US version. Really nice. And there was a second one of Johnny Cash, International Superstar Johnny Cash. I think here he is with his son. A lot to read. Here a very nice picture of a live concert, and here we have also Johnny Cash. On this album also some from the tracks from St. Quentin, I think. Then we have the Belgian Elvis, Wiltura hits. This is an I think it's 66 this or 68, this compilation, very well known tracks for the people of Flanders here in Belgium. Then we have Niels Sedaka in his younger years, O Carol. And we have an album, my daddy has had this also. It's from the 50s, According to My Heart, Jim Reeves. Then there were 2 records in one, also from Jim Reeves. I guess, yes, this is also from Jim Reeves. This album has a lot of words, but I don't have the cover, but I looked it up. Then we have some female singers. Amelia Rodriguez. Then we have Nat King Cole, also very well known. Here he's looking at the Mona Lisa, and in the meantime they have discovered that Da Vinci was using his own face to make this Mona Lisa. So in fact you are looking to Leonardo da Vinci, a male. Then we have here Mario Lanza, You Do Something to Me. I also saw it in the past. I think my father had it also. This is from 1958. In 1958 it was the Expo in Brussels, Belgium. There was the Expo, the World Exposition. So Mario Lanza, 1958. A record still in a very good shape. And I checked it on the internet. This album has sold a lot of copies. Then a record that also have sold a lot of copies, I think, is this record from 1968, Heintje. He sang in German. Again, that German connection to this bunch of records. Here we are again, the original Oberkreiner Quintet Epsenik. I first read it not correctly. I thought they were from Ukraine, but I looked it up. They are from Slovenia. And this is another one, Die Lustigen Oberkreiner. Then we have also two records from this man, Rennie Carroll, Rote Nelken bringe ich dir. We see the German connection of this bunch of records. As I said, there are more than one record of the Platters in this collection. Here we have The Great Pretender. Then this is a sort of opera music, Beniamino Gigli, Non ti scordar di me. I hope I pronounce it a bit good. So also opera in this package. Then we have that other record from Rennie Carroll, Success, his big successes. My daddy had also this record. Then we go with Französische, with French, Les Compagnons de la Chanson. They are singing Edith Piaf on this album also. And we have here the Four Aces, Rendezvous with the Four Aces from 1975. It was made here in Belgium, that record. And we have here Fats Domino, Fantastic Fats, 16 super tracks. So he made Kansas City, Reeling and Rocking, Red Sails in the Sunset, and those songs, Kansas City and Red Sails in the Sunset, they were played by the young Beatles. So he has influenced certainly a lot of the sound of the Beatles. Fats Domino. And we go on with this guy, Charlie Rich, the Entertainer. I saw a track of him on a compilation album. We will see it later on here in the video. There he is on that compilation. So he had some success. I think more in America than here in Europe. Charlie Rich. And another one of Charlie Rich. Then we have Mark Aryan, Chansons des années tendres, songs from the tender years, and it's really a very nice artistic cover. Look at that, really nice with that ship, and also inside it's a gatefold. It's really nice. He has some message here in French, but he doesn't write very. I can read it. A very difficult handwriting. But 10 points, 5 stars for the cover. I adore it. Then we have this one, Marino Marini, Teenagers, 20 successes of the 50s and the 60s. And then the person who had this collection was a big fan of Olivia Newton-John. Olivia Newton-John, I looked it up, she was already a known singer before she would work on Grease. So here we have Olivia Newton-John first impressions. Here you see her with her dog. Then Olivia Newton-John, Don't Stop Believing. And then a really nice one. She was in fact a model. If she didn't had her career of singing, she would have certainly be a top model. Olivia Newton-John, Angel Eyes. Then we have a Dutch singer, Connie van den Bos from the Netherlands, Vogelvrij. She also already passed away, just like Olivia Newton-John. Then a really good singer also, Kim Carnes. We have her with Mistaken Identity. I looked it up and I first saw another picture. And I think in America there is that other picture where she's sitting in a couch. I have that cassette, but this is the album. They put the lyrics outside, the person who had it, so he could sing directly with the music. But I guess this was a collection of a woman. Here another woman, Delia Lavi. She is from Israel, that lady. She was also a model. She was one of the sex symbols in the 60s, besides Brigitte Bardot and other ones who are not from America, so a non-American sex symbol in the 60s. Then we have Dieter Hallervorden. We see again that German influence mit dem Gesicht. German records, that's comedy. Then we have Rita Farus, Breaking Those Walls. I listened to this track and it's really nice, you must check it out. Rita Farus. She is from, originally she is a bit mixed Iran and also Israel. But really a very good singer. She's still alive. Rita Farus. Then we have Frank Duval, Face to Face, inclusive the super hit Face to Face. I didn't check it yesterday, but I will check it. Maybe I will know his track. Then we have a man who was very popular in the 60s also, Bert Kaempfert. The best of Bert Kaempfert. I see here very well known titles: Unchained Melody, La Vie en Rose. Also a man who was for the Guinness Book of Records, he is the most popular pianist on this world, Richard Clayderman. Ballade für Adeline. These were the mid-70s, and he has a lot of records. It's nearly 600 records he has on his name. Then I have here the compilations, toppers van toen, hit records from them, from the Netherlands. Then we have some golden oldies with George Baker selection, BZN, T-set. So then country festival, there are some nice country compilations in this package. Country festival, 16 great country hits. We see Jerry Lee Lewis, and we see also here Charlie Rich and Johnny Cash, Linda Ronstadt. Then we have 20 Moonlight Melodies by the Billy Vaughn Orchestra with the saxophones. Then we have the Holland Tour, the Nederlandse Tour. We have Father Abraham. He was the man who had the songs about the Schtroumpfs, the blue little creatures. We have also here the band Normaal. They sing in Dutch, a certain slang of Dutch, and really a good band. And then we have Summer Party 40 original hits. This is really a special album because they got six ways to make an ice cream. It's all, the explanation is here in the inside, really nice. The explanation how to make that certain ice cream. And here another one, a country double album, the country music album with Dolly Parton. We have Don Williams, Willie Nelson, Linda Ronstadt, Ricky Skaggs, Kenny Rogers, Emmylou Harris, Andy Williams, Everly Brothers, Crystal Gayle, Karen Brooks, and Charlie Rich. Again there, Charlie Rich. So the cowboy and his horse, and here we see then all the artists and the country collection. They had a special country collection with all the artists apart. This one is also a country record, country's greatest, with Johnny Cash, Tammy Wynette on this album, Jimmy Dean, Claude King. And then an album from the 60s, Euro Top Pop 2. And then really nice disco record, non-stop disco flashback, 73, 79, 2 LPs. Really nice. Here we have all the pictures of the disco groups, disco artists. So we have here the big names, Boney M, 3 Degrees, Foxy, Village People, the Jacksons with Michael Jackson, Real Thing. A really nice album. And a really nice lady on the cover. Then we have eine Runde Polydor, einmalige Jubiläumsausgabe. This was for a jubileum, 30 years with Weltschlagen im Neuaufnahmen. This was for Polydor, 30 years, I think, in Germany, something like that. And here we have all the people who sang on this record. Then we have this album, 1958, 19 78. It's from a supermarket. They were 20 years here in Belgium and they celebrated it with this record. Then we have here this one, Chanson Gaille, Gaille et Chanson d'amour. Funny, nice songs and love songs. So I can translate it. Here the artists on that album. Then we have here a compilation, Rockets, from the 70s, Glitter Band, Gloria Gaynor, I see Barry White, Rubets, Drew and Eddie. Then we are in the 70s. Also a really nice one with 5 artists of the rock and roll on one album. We have the Platters, Bill Haley and the Comets, Chuck Berry, Jerry Lee Lewis and Fats Domino. Here we see the pictures. Then another connection, of course, with Germany here. Ich bin nur ein armer Wandergesell. I'm just a poor yes, companion. And we close the show with Fröhliche Weihnachten. Merry Christmas. And I saw it on the internet. All the Christmas records, they have a bigger value than a normal compilation album. The Merry Christmas vinyls have a value. But this one, he gets stuck, I think, underneath the carriage of the Christmas man. So I hope you liked my video and you see and hear me in the next video. And remember, with vinyl the sun always shines.